This week on Longshot TV.
We'll be fishing the Gulf Stream, hoping to catch some wahoo, dolphin, and tuna. I keep these pretty tight behind the boat, just in the wheel wash. I got the line straightened back out and drug across the rocks in. I mean, 2 more went off. I could almost see the leader coming up. I couldn't quite see the fish. And all of a sudden, the hook pulls. The last rod we're about ready to pick up and wind up, it just goes off screaming. Poor Roy.
Today's episode of Longshot TV is presented by Judd Kuhn Chevrolet and Tailwalker Marine.
Well, the fish are definitely biting offshore. I was offshore fishing a few days ago, commercial fishing. Me and my cousin and one of the other crews had a really good day with the dolphin and wahoo. So I told the guys on the Longshot crew we need to definitely get a fishing trip together and let's go offshore and try to target some mahi, wahoo, maybe get lucky and catch a marlin or a yellowfin tuna.
The week before Wade actually had caught over 1,000 pounds of dolphin.
It was just absolutely beautiful pulling out of the inlet that morning.
So the weather report was looking a little iffy. It was going to be blowing out the northeast 5 to 15 knots, which the day before it was blowing 25 knots out the southwest. As we were cutting the corner there at the Little River jetties, the sun was coming up, starting to rise, and I mean the ocean just looked slick as could be as far as you could see. I realized immediately it was going to be a great day.
We get out of the inlet and Wade puts the hammer down and we've got a couple hours ahead of us.
So I pushed the throttles on up to about 2850 and we were making about 24 knots steaming offshore. Well, we just made about a 75-mile run offshore today. We'll be fishing the Gulf Stream, hoping to catch some wahoo, dolphin, and tuna. The water temperature is about 74 degrees and we got a nice temperature break right up ahead of us. It goes from 74 to 78 degrees. Normally when you find a nice break like that, there'll be some bait, and where there's some bait, there'll be some big fish. So we're going to get a few ballyhoo rigged up and start dragging some and hopefully get a nibble here soon.
Wade heads to the back of the boat and starts rigging up the ballyhoos, and I'm back there. You know, I'm trying to help him out as much as I can, but on the same hand, you know, Wade's been doing this 100 years and third-generation fisherman, you know, he pretty much don't want my hands in it.
Well, usually the fish these plugs catch have teeth. You can see how they're all beat up. And if you don't have the wire on them, you're just going to lose them. If you have regular mono, they'll just cut you right off. I keep these pretty tight behind the boat, just in the wheel wash. So the wahoo, they'll usually come up right here where the water is. So I keep the 2 plugs real tight to the boat. Push the poop out. Now I break the backbone right there in the tail. Then just the tail. See how the tail wiggles? I size the hook up where I want the hook to come out at. I'm going in behind the gill plate. I curve the fish and get the hook to come out that hole and then roll it in. Then I go behind that gill plate Right here, I go through the center of the eye. And then right here, I go through the center of the bill. Then I wrap it right down on the beak, keeping that fishing line right there square. Then I get right there, snip it off, and there you got a perfect ring belly here. Okay, Adam, let's put it on this side over here.
We run through, we get all the rigs set and all the ballyhoos and a couple of plugs out, and you know, we start our day trolling.
This segment of Longshot TV is brought to you in part by Judd Kuhn Chevrolet, Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises, Ford's Fuel and Propane, The Shack, Country Boy Outfitters.
If you want the baddest truck on and off the road and quality matters to you like me, Judd Kuhn Chevrolet and Rocky Ridge Custom Trucks team up to bring you America's best lift truck. Rocky Ridge customizes new truck with direct shipping from GM. Rocky Ridge builds the biggest, baddest truck in America. Judd Kuhn Chevrolet is the outdoorsman's first choice for trucks. Let Rocky Ridge and Judd Kuhn Chevy help you find new roads, off-road.
Spring is here, and it's time to get out and experience the outdoors. Country Boy Outfitters is your #1 source for all your outdoor gear, including a full line of turkey hunting products, gulls, blinds, snake boots, and decoys from popular brands like Avian X. And don't forget about guns by Benelli and Browning and bows from Matthews and Hoyt. How about an afternoon on the water, casting your favorite bait? Country Boy Outfitters has what you need, from rods to bait and tackle, and you've got to check out their popular line of creek boats. The premier outfitters of the Carolinas, Country Boy Outfitters of Whiteville.
You can find some of the best fishing right off the coast of the Carolinas. The Voyager fleet of boats is your one-stop shop for deep-sea fishing and dolphin cruises. They are conveniently located in North Myrtle Beach and have 5 different vessels ranging from 44 to 100 feet. The Voyager team offers different trips to fit most any budget. Find them on the web at supervoyagerdeepseafishing.com or call them direct at 843-626-4900. Call today to book your trip.
Are you ready to experience the water? Tailwalker Marine can get you there fast with their inventory of new and used boats. They offer financing for your new Cobia, Sportsman, War Eagle, Yellowfin, and more. Tailwalker is a factory-trained 5-star gold Yamaha dealer who offers custom rigging and mobile services. Come visit their tackle shop for your inshore and offshore accessories and apparel. They're conveniently located in Georgetown, and you can visit them online at tailwalkermarine.com. At Tailwalker Marine, they don't just sell a lifestyle, they live it.
Before the break on Longshot TV.
We'll be fishing the Gulf Stream, hoping to catch some wahoo, dolphin, and tuna. If you don't have the wire on them, you're just going to lose them. If you have regular mono, they'll just cut you right off. I keep these pretty tight behind the boat, just in the wheel wash. So the wahoo, they'll usually come up right here where these water is. So I keep the 2 plugs real tight to the boat. And there you got a perfect ring belly here. We dumped the baits in the water and we trolled. It seemed like we were trolling for, I know, at least a half a day.
I'm pretty much second guessing everything by this point, you know. What in the heck am I doing out here, you know? Maybe we picked the wrong day to come.
And I was really surprised. I mean, we had the water clarity was bright, like a purplish blue. There was flying fish, a little bit of grass, I mean, everything seemed to be perfect, but the fish wasn't biting. Talked over to the guys, tell them what we're going to do. We're going to try to creep on up inshore, maybe go even a little shallow. And so we got in at about 165 feet. And right there on this particular bottom we're trolling, it's a lot of ledges and a lot of rock bottom.
It's probably 1:30, 2 o'clock before one of the rods finally goes screaming down, and I mean, it catches us all by surprise. Hey, come here.
All of a sudden, both reels went off at the same time. Adam was fighting his, and I was fighting mine.
It really didn't take any time. This fish was running through the boat, and I was just cranking on it. Wade was there with the gaff, and he's, you know, telling me to go back, go back, go back.
Walk back. Don't pull him that close. Walk back. You have to keep cranking a little bit. Walk back. One fish came right to the boat fairly fast, and the next fish, you know, put up a little bit of fight.
Okay, come slow the boat down.
Close it. Close it. Sorry, I need to get off. All right.
Adam gets his finally in, and mine takes even actually a little bit longer.
Yeah, we can hold that up there and leave them out in case we get another one. Take that rod, Adam, and get right to the other side there. Double hook up a wahoo. There you got her now. Let's keep him coming. You only got to walk back to string him. Nice wahoo, Chris.
Well, we finally hooked up. We've been fishing all morning, and finally hooked up on a couple good wahoos.
We've been trolling this since probably 9:30 this morning, this after lunch, and right here in this one spot, had two pretty much jump on at the same time, actually on two different types of baits. We're gonna keep trolling around and hopefully we can
Get some more.
I'm amazed at the coloring on these fish. They've got the tiger stripe and the awesome colors on the top of their back.
So we circle back around. We come back over the same hole.
I had the purple and black Yazuri plug out, and I knew if there was a wahoo around, it was definitely going to eat that bait. So we got them rigged right back up, put them right back out, and I was going right back for the same location we caught those fish. So I cut the boat back around and going back across the numbers again. And it wasn't just a few minutes. I got the line straightened back out and drug across the rocks in. I mean, two more went off.
Chris, just keep steady pressure. You got a big fish there.
This segment of Longshot TV is brought to you in part by Tailwalker Marine, Tillman Insurance, Atlantic Heating and Cooling, A Backyard Creation, a full-service pool and spa company, Atlas Plumbing.
Since 1998, Yellowfin has been dedicated to an uncompromising mission.
Nice, nice!
To provide fishing families with boats designed to be the ultimate in performance, efficiency, quality, and style, with the driest, most stable ride on the water, legendary attention to detail, and unsurpassed fishability.
Whoa!
The ultimate goal at Yellowfin is to provide families with the freedom to create a lifetime of great memories, one day at a time.
If you've been in an accident, let the experienced team at WWPEM Attorneys at Law work for you. With more than 250 years in combined legal experience, our 14-lawyer legal team stands ready to help you. WWPEM Attorneys regularly help clients in matters involving accidents, workers' compensation, business transactions, criminal defense, divorce and family law matters, estate planning, and real estate transactions. Serving clients in North and South Carolina. Look us up on the web or even call us 24 hours a day. WWPEM Attorneys at Law, here to help you in your time of need.
It's so hot, our AC went down. But who to call in this beach town? That cool mascot, but what's the name? What would the penguin say? Atlantic heating and cooling. Atlantic heating and cooling. That's what the penguin says!
Call now for amazing Carrier lease purchase financing. No credit check needed. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Atlantic Heating and Cooling. Be cool, y'all.
Mrs. Reed, hi. How's your day?
Well, Rebecca had a play date. The twins worked on an art project. I had lunch with little Joey, and then we shopped for pillows.
That sounds nice.
Thank you.
Crestcom Bank, because we think everyone deserves a little nice in their day. We make opening any free checking account nice and easy.
You can find some of the best fishing right off the coast of the Carolinas. The Voyager fleet of boats is your one-stop shop for deep-sea fishing and dolphin cruises. They are conveniently located in North Myrtle Beach and have 5 different vessels ranging from 44 to 100 feet. The Voyager team offers different trips to fit most any budget. Find them on the web at supervoyagerdeepseafishing.com or call them direct at 843-626-4900. Call today to book your trip.
Before the break on Longshot TV.
Everything seemed to be perfect, but the fish wasn't biting.
I'm pretty much second guessing everything by this point.
Hey, I'm back. You can bring a little bit more back. There you got her now. Let's keep him coming. I got the line straightened back out and drug across the rocks in. I mean, 2 more went off.
And so I jump on the rod I'm closest to. Chris jumps on this other one, and we go to fighting.
It's on. Just keep on coming. You got it coming. Oh, God. What'd you do? What do you mean? Well, Adam's particular fish cut across the center rigger and got tangled, and therefore got some slack in the line. The fish spit the hooks, and we were pulling a bird nest in the back of the boat. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Wine. Yeah, you're fine. Wine, Adam. Your fish got off. Oh! Here you go. Pull this. Don't lose him if not careful. What do you mean wrapped up? What's wrong? Down, Chris. You gotta pick that rod up out of there. I can't get him. We got a mess right there. Give me some slack, Chris.
Chris gets his fish to the boat, and Wade gets the gaff in them, and he pulls the fish up along with a couple of fishing lines. You know, it's just a jumbled up bird's nest of lines, and Wade's like, oh my goodness, you know, I got these rookies on the boat with me.
Another big, nice wahoo. Just lucky I was in the back of the boat and got to grab it first.
We had about 3 or 4 other lines wrapped in from Chris's fish, but the most important thing, we got Chris's fish in the boat, and it was a nice, beautiful fish.
Wade had just hooked up to ballyhoos. We got him back into the water. It wasn't 5 minutes later, wham, this one jumps on.
They're schooling fish. Right there where we caught the 2, we turned right back around, right back across the rock, and had 2 more bite Chris in the same spot.
I finally got my wahoo in. We were excited about being out there. What a beautiful day, early May, here in the Carolinas.
So old Roy's been running the camera all day, so we put a game plan together for this next fish. And Roy was very excited. He was up to bat. And I had a real long line out behind a bird. And usually when you pull a bird, you have a bait up on top, but I put a little bit heavier bait on behind the bird and a lot more leader to get it down just a little bit underneath the bird. All of a sudden, bam, a big old fish hits, and this fish here is definitely a nice fish.
Yeah, if you got one, please give me a defend.
arm's about to fall off where he's been, you know, cranking for 15 minutes.
With the fish running the other way and pulling drag off, you know, it ends up being a couple of 100 yards off the back of the boat.
All of a sudden, this fish gets at the back of the boat, you know, maybe 50 yards. It was like I could almost see the leader coming up. I couldn't quite see the fish. And all of a sudden, the hook pulls. We lose the fish, and we're like, oh no, man.
Fish hadn't been plentiful today, so the pressure was on, and we just lost one, so it's not a good feeling at all.
This segment of Longshot TV is brought to you in part by Country Boy Outfitters, Thompson Roofing, Crestcom Bank, Bill Bellamy and Sons Incorporated, WWPEM, Attorneys at Law.
Are you ready to experience the water? Tailwalker Marine can get you there fast with their inventory of new and used boats. They offer financing for your new Cobia, Sportsman, War Eagle, Yellowfin, and more. Tailwalker is a factory-trained 5-star gold Yamaha dealer who offers custom rigging and mobile services. Come visit their tackle shop for your inshore and offshore accessories and apparel. They're conveniently located in Georgetown, and you can visit them online at tailwalkermarine.com. At Tailwalker Marine, they don't just sell a lifestyle, they live it.
One of the downsides of owning your own business here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, is the odds are stacked against me. I know, it's only a matter of time before a disaster strikes again. That's the reason why I trust Tillman Insurance Agency.
Tillman Insurance is located at 905 2nd Avenue North here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Check out the number below for any of your auto, home, business, life insurance needs.
Spring is here, and it's time to get out and experience the outdoors. Country Boy Outfitters is your #1 source for all your outdoor gear, including a full line of turkey hunting products, gulls, blinds, snake boots, and decoys from popular brands like AV&X. And don't forget about guns by Benelli and Browning and bows from Matthews and Hoyt. How about an afternoon on the water, casting your favorite bait? Country Boy Outfitters has what you need, from rods to bait and tackle, and you've got to check out their popular line of creek boats. The premier outfitters of the Carolinas, Country Boy Outfitters of Whiteville.
If you want the baddest truck on and off the road and quality matters to you like me, Judd Kuhn Chevrolet and Rocky Ridge Custom Trucks team up to bring you America's best lift truck. Rocky Ridge customizes new truck with direct shipping from GM. Rocky Ridge builds the biggest, baddest truck in America. Judd Kuhn Chevrolet is the outdoorsman's first choice for trucks. Let Rocky Ridge and Judd Kuhn Chevy help you find new roads, off-road.
Before the break on Longshot TV.
You gotta pick that rod up out of there. I couldn't get him. I could almost see the leader coming up. I couldn't quite see the fish. And all of a sudden, the hook pulls. We lose the fish.
These fish hadn't been plentiful today, so the pressure was on, and we just lost one, so it's not a good feeling at all.
So I told the guys, you know, we got a 2.5 to 3 hour ride home, that I was going to point the boat to the hill and pull across a couple more pieces of bottom, and then we're going to, you know, have to pull them up and head on in. We all grab a pole, and I'm like, let's just pull one end at a time. So Roy's back there cranking some rods in at the end, and Adam and Chris, and all of a sudden I go over and start to crank one in. And when I start to grab the rod to crank it in, this rod starts burning drag, and I knew that was our fish right there.
I was like, oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me here. Let's put them back out, let's put them back out.
Roy thought I was joking about the rod screw. I mean, this rod was burning down, and I mean, it was just like we won the lottery. The last rod we're about ready to pick up and wind up, it just goes off screaming 200 yards.
He hooked this fish and fought him for about 25 minutes. Got really, really tired. Wade had to actually come in.
Here, I'm gonna hand it to you. You want him? Here, Roy. Just want to keep pressure. He's swimming right here in the wool water. He's running. I got a hand line to stay clear. In case he runs, where it don't tear my hand off. Hold on. Pull, Roy. Pull, Roy. Yeah. When that fish hit the deck, Roy was ecstatic. He's never caught a fish that big. We had 3 wahoo we boated earlier and lost a couple. No signs of no dolphin, hardly any flying fish, any bait in the water. But just getting ready to wrap the lines up, and port rod went smoking off, and by the way he was taking drag, I knew it was a wahoo, and Roy did a great job, put a nice wahoo in the boat, and the old purple and black did it again.
We had actually kept all these wahoo and made a decision that, you know, these are some of the best eating fish, so we're definitely going to keep these rascals.
So we invited some of our family and our friends over.
Yeah, how many times? Oh, cut, start over, skip the bucket, come back, run over, just middle of the day. We did high noon bucks, where you could just in the middle of the day, just go sit in the woods, make a push, get the wind right.
It was a tough day. We had about a 14-hour day out there catching these wahoo, and we're just tickled to death to be able to spend some time together grilling out and being able to cook up these fish and actually share some time together, you know, away from hunting and fishing, and we just enjoyed the evening with family and friends and just had an awesome time together.
Want to find out more about Longshot TV? Look us up on the following. Special thanks goes out to our friends and partners at Country Boy Outfitters.
Why did I choose ATMC Security? Peace of mind. With video monitoring from ATMC Security, I can see what's happening at my home anytime, right on my phone. I can see who's pulling in the driveway and check on our puppy Sam. Most importantly, I get a video alert when my kids get home from school, so I know they're safe.
Get 24/7 protection, home automation, and video monitoring as low as $36.95 per month.
Peace of mind. That's why I switched to ATMC Security.
Choose ATMC Security for peace of mind you can afford.
At ATMC, we get it. We know you'd rather spend your time surfing, tweeting, gaming, and checking out your favorite sites. It's important to stay connected to those who matter most. That's why we're here. ATMC. Local company, local priorities.
ATMC TV works hard to bring you the best in local programming for Brunswick and Columbus counties. Our goal is to provide local programming that is interesting, informative, and entertaining to the residents of our area. ATMC TV also offers all their information at atmctv.com. Find out when your favorite shows are airing, watch current ATMC TV episodes, check the local bulletins, or even submit a public service announcement about your organization. Be sure to check us out on the web at atmctv.com.